Hi, I'm Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We're on the web at drumcenternh.com. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because when we update it with new videos, you'll get notified. And you can be the first to know. Today we're doing a Gretsch USA Custom. This is a Twilight Glass Glitter, 22 by 18, 13 by 9, 16 by 16. And we're using the aluminum snare with 302 hoops and the microsensitive throw-off, the new and improved microsensitive throw-off, which is awesome, by the way. My theory has always been with ketchup or steak sauce, or barbecue sauce, always go with the original. Go with the one that made them famous. Like A1 does bold and spicy, they do all this. Just get the regular A1. That's what made them famous, that's what people really connected with. With Gretsch, it's not that simple because really it would be the broadcaster, wouldn't it? Because that was the shell that they were doing way back when. But then starting in 1960 or so, when they went to the cast hoops and then when they eventually went to the 6-ply shell, that became the iconic Gretsch sound of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Admittedly, I've never been a Gretsch guy. I've always really loved the sound of Gretsch drums, but when I would play them, something would not sound quite right to me. Now, I've since sort of changed my tune on that because I'm trying to open my mind up a little bit, and I took a USA Custom kit on a gig recently, and something really strange happened. I all of a sudden understood what it was that people loved about Gretsch drums. And it's that they spoke very clearly. Like when I was playing the toms, the notes came right back at me. I've always liked a little longer, deeper note, which I love, but when I played these, it was like, boom, I could hear all the notes I was playing on the toms, so I wasn't really forcing myself. I wasn't hitting too hard. It was just very nice coming back at me, and they sounded great. And then fortunately on this gig, there's another drummer too that was able to play, and I was able to listen to him out front, and I was feeling the same things while he was playing. I was like, wow, they sound great. So it's really made me change my tune because, and it also, here I am talking about, well, Gretsch sound has really never been really my sound, but yet there's millions of recordings and that I love the sound of. There's great jazz recordings, great rock recordings, and so I wanted to figure out what it was that I was missing. And I feel like I have with these. They have a real pronounced sound. They speak very, very clearly, and I'm able to tune them lower or high. On the smaller toms, it's really typically not as easy to do, I've found, but on a 13-inch tom, it is. And so that's what I like about this kit, is I love the 13-16 combo. It has a real big sound. So there's nothing missing on the 22 by 18, that's for sure. It's a very large sound, but it really doesn't matter if you like Gretsch or the USA Custom or the Brooklyn or the Broadcaster. They all have that same Gretsch sound, and it's a great sound. So one of the things that's really different between, say, the USA Custom and the Broadcaster and the Brooklyn are not only the shells, but the hoops. The USA Custom employs the die-cast hoops, whereas the Broadcaster and Brooklyn use 302 hoops. Now, the die-cast hoops are really what give that Gretsch sound, it's a large part of that great Gretsch sound. And it gives a little bit more focus and a stick sound right in the middle. That's one thing about Gretsch drums. Like when you hit the drum right in the center, you get this great enhanced stick. The sound of coming off the stick is really pronounced, and it's a formula. You know, it's part of it's the lugs. It's the paint on the inside of the shell. Part of it's the gumwood inside the shell. But all these things are what make up that magic recipe. Really great drums.